Running around is making me dizzy. I have to look away. You're talking too much. You're talking in circles. Relax, we've got all day. And it looks like it's been a while since you have used your mind. So sit back, enjoy the fire. Who knows what we will find? And you sit and tend to the fire, and I see the horn getting higher. And no matter where the wind may blow, you will always be home. I work hard, I work all day, and I hum to myself. Well, it helps to pass the time when there is no one else. And the long day passes slowly as
Good afternoon, I'm Doug. I'm here with the Astute Tourist. Fun to be with, fun to hang out, gonna be a great day.
This is Scott Roby from Jamaica Plain, Massachusetts, and you're watching the Astute Tourist channel.
I'm Nancy Saulnier of Lake Alfred, Florida, and you're watching the Astute Tourist channel.
Hi everyone, I'm Jen, aka Jen.Cohen. You're watching the Astute Tourist channel here on YouTube.
Hey, I'm Bill Merrill from Windham, New Hampshire, and you're watching the Astute Tourist channel.
Hi guys, this is Mr. Tranquilo, and you are watching the Astute Tourist channel. Enjoy it.
Good morning, everybody. It is Tuesday morning, March 12th, 2024. I'm Jimmy, your Astute Tourist. I'm joined here, as always, by my partner of channel, my confidant, my man about town, Mr. Fordman, a.k.a. Kenneth Oakes. Good morning, Kenny.
Good morning.
How are you, sir?
I'm doing really well. How about yourself?
I am doing fantastic here on location in sunny Florida. Right now it's not so sunny, but it is early. Yesterday the weather was about 73 for most of the day, and it looks like the internet's going to be a little bit wonky as it was yesterday, but we'll do our best to make it through. So you had a good night, Kenny?
I've had a good night. I've actually slept. I actually fell asleep a couple of hours before Larry from Plump Travelers come on. And then I went back to sleep after his show. So, and I slept until about I guess about 4:30 this morning when I woke up and Mother Nature was calling my name. So
Yeah, that happens, doesn't it? And that's an immediate thing. When she starts calling, you got to get up and answer the phone for sure. Let's before we do anything, I'm trying to, it's so using StreamYard on my iPad it's a little bit of a learning curve. I'm used to using my iMac. I have a 27-inch screen, and it's a computer, and there's all kinds of things you can do, but this is a little bit different. So let's try this, Kenny. You ready? Let's see if this works.
Yes.
Good morning.
Damn. That's hot.
Good morning, Kenny.
Good morning. Cheers.
Good. I know the camera view is a little weird, but good morning.
Good coffee.
Best sip of the day.
Mm-hmm.
And hot.
Yes.
Let's go right over to the chat. We'll say good morning.
I want to go, before we go any further, I want to recognize you got a new member, Jimmy.
Ooh.
Radio Jonesy on Twitter.
Jonesy, thank you, my friend. We appreciate you. Let's see. Did that? Oh, there it is right here. Let me put that up there. And then let me see.
And there he
So that's the super chat video, but that's all I have. So I want to thank you, Jonesy, for that. Definitely appreciate you, my
friend.
I saw Jonesy over in the Helping Hands for Cruising. They were live this morning. So I saw Jonesy over there. We were talking quickly, but let's go right to the chat and say good morning to Denise from Bone Tired Travelers.
Denise!
Good morning, Denise. Oh, that's right, Kenny. Let's see.
Good morning, Denise.
Here we go. Oh, it didn't want to play. Oh, here it goes.
Hallo, Denise. Was los, Denise? Hallo, Denise. Was los, Denise?
Did it play?
Denise. Was los?
I don't know if it played or not, but
it did play.
Oh, good. Yeah, I can't hear it on my end. So, good morning, Denise. I think I missed some people, didn't I?
Let's see, Denise.
Oh, I did. Okay, so again, this is a little bit challenging on.
You got Sharon in here, Sharon Rowland.
Yeah, let me do that. Good morning, Sharon. Florida is fantastic. Thank you, my friend. Good to see you. Carol Walters is here.
Carol Walters on my end over there on my YouTube channel.
Good morning, Carol. Joe Hupp is here. We were
Good
chatting.
Morning, Joe Hupp.
I was chatting with Jonesy
and there goes Jimmy again.
And again, I apologize for the wonky signal, but we're going to muster through. Anthony on the move is here. Good morning, Anthony. It's good to see you again.
Good morning,
Anthony. Joe says he loves the music. Let's see. Kenneth Oaks is here. Do you know him, Kenny?
On the Facebook side.
You know that guy?
Yeah.
That guy. You know him?
I hope so.
And Shirley from Little World is here. Hopefully you're all dug out from that snow. I saw some pictures that she posted on her Facebook. My goodness, the snow drifts are like 6 feet deep. It's crazy. I can't remember snow like that in New England since I was little. But I hope you're doing well and you're safe out there, staying warm. Daniel Jose is here. Good morning, Danielle. Jose.
Good morning, Daniel Jose.
Thank you, sir, for coming in.
I want to say good morning to Sean from the Down Under Cruisers.
Good morning, Sean. I want to say good morning to Chet Dodd.
Yes.
From Sea Leg Journeys.
I seen where you got to actually meet him. You got to actually meet him and Robin in the flesh.
Yeah, we'll about that in a minute.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll talk about that in a moment. I know I froze for a minute, but Denise says she's working.
We'll be in and out.
Only got a vent patient. Oh, at least you got something to do, right? Jonesy says, great seeing your time changing to better suit us Australians. That's right. And in April, it's going to get even better. So, all right, let's see. Kinda. I got to get down here. Mamma mia, mamma mia. And Chet's up on the Sea Leg Journey side. Good morning. Especially in Brisbane, where it's 8:06 here. Yeah, the times are starting to at least get a little bit more manageable, I think. So, Joe says, getting to see all of you, my fellow YouTubers, through Jimmy and his page. Thank you, Joe. Everybody's saying good morning, good morning. Kenny, Laura M is here.
Good morning, Laura M.
Sharon, I keep disappearing and it's just the signal. So like I said, we'll muster through. We'll figure this out. Maybe I can find a way to boost the signal.
If he disappears, I'm gonna try to keep the show going.
Yeah, it keeps bouncing out, huh? Hey, look who is here. If this thing will work. There we go. There it is.
It worked. It worked.
Did it work?
Yeah, it worked. I heard it.
I can't. Perfect. Good morning, Scott. Thank you for coming in, my friend. Yes, and you, as you mentioned before, Sean from Down Under Cruises is here and Helping Hands for Cruising. Good morning, Sean. It was great to see you this morning live.
And then went Jimmy again.
We disappeared again. I'm so out of my element without my computer, but this is gonna be fine. So I wanted to talk about what you brought up a minute ago was Chet and Robin from Sea Leg Journeys. We met up with them last night and had dinner. What a great time.
And
it keeps disappearing. They are exactly how they are when you see them in their videos. Just the nicest folks and fun. Chet and I don't think we stopped talking the whole time together. The girls were talking and Chet and I were just talking about everything. We were laughing and having a great time. So that was kind of an they live just about an hour south of where my folks are. So it was a great time and good people. We had some good food and I can't wait for the next time. Like I had said to Chet before we parted ways last night, I said, well, we finally met. Now we have to cruise together. And he was like, yeah. So good. we haven't met anybody in our YouTube family that we could say anything bad about or dislike. Everybody is just so great and friendly, and what a great time we had. Good crew. So that's what we did last night. So
One question for you, Jimmy.
Yes, sir.
Did that food make your tongue slap your brain?
If Kenny was here, he'd be saying how much the food makes his tongue slap his brain. Let's see if I can find out a little.
I can see.
Good times, Kenny. What'd you do last? It works good. Yes.
It's
I
stuck.
actually think.
It's
What's the
stuck.
matter? Oh, it's
The
stuck.
sound
Okay.
effect. It's stuck.
Did it stop? Did it stop
Yes,
now? Okay. Just me trying to navigate around this new platform is going to be comedic gold anyway. But yes, we need to get have a cruise planned at the same time. So Chet says we had a fantastic time last night. Got to get together again. And I knew that food would make our tongues slap our brains. That is exactly correct. It was. Denise says, "Poor brain is mush now after the." So, how about you, Kenny? What did you do last night? Anything good?
Well, last night I basically I kind of watched some YouTube. I actually got to see some friends that I haven't got to watch in a very long time, and that was Dream on Wheels. They went live last night.
Oh, wow.
Dream on Wheels, Travis and Unai. And they were talking about how they they have got themselves a bus now.
Yes. I saw the pictures of the bus when they got it.
It's a I want to say it's I believe they said it was a 1992 model or 93.
Yep.
I know they're in a 92 RV right now.
Okay.
But the bus, I think, is either a 92 or a 93. I had to go back. You had to go back and watch the live because they were mentioning it in the live. And yesterday was actually Travis's birthday.
Oh, it was. Oh,
yes.
Happy birthday, Travis. I don't see them usually in my streams or anything, but we are friends, and happy birthday to Travis. So.
Yeah. And then they're trying to raise some funds for they're doing it's like a cute cat challenge or something like that. It's like one of them poll where you like you vote for the cutest cat or whatever.
Oh, I see. Yeah. The cutest cat competition.
Yeah, it's and they have a cat named Lenny, and they were talking about it last night on their live, and if somebody donates so much money, then that cat will get moved up in the. I think it's in like 5th place right now or something like that.
Oh wow, that's good.
So
I'll have to go over. So can we vote on their Facebook, or how do we go and vote?
there's a link. I don't know what the link is, but I don't know how to even get to
Well,
it.
if anybody's friends with that Dream on Wheels and you know the link, go ahead and post that in the chat.
It's actually pinned to the top of their chat last night. So
all right, so we can go into and watch the replay and see it.
yeah, you can go into the replay and see it, and then of course last night I had some pancakes and waffles for dinner. So, and that was really good.
Kenny, you got to say that again because you froze.
I had some pancakes and waffles last night. And yes, and that made my tongue slap my brain.
I'm not going to hit the button anymore for fear that it'll stick.
Because it was sticky again.
Yeah, I don't want to go through that, but here, I'll make the sound. All right. Let's do the weather, Kenny.
Okay.
All right. So right now I am presently looking at, well, we're looking at Winter Haven, which is basically where we're at in Florida. It's currently 53 degrees. It's clear. Today, you ready for this, Kenny? High of 80 degrees today.
Wow.
I can't wait. I cannot wait.
I'll take it compared to this cold spell we're having.
Yeah, you guys have had some cold, man. It's been getting cold there. Let's see. Here we go. Hey, I got it to work. 80 degrees today, so that's going to be great. It looks like, it's going to be sunny and my kind of weather for sure. What's it like in your neck of the woods, Ken?
It is currently right now 38 degrees. Feels like 38. Supposed to be a high of 62 degrees.
62 is okay.
With some sunshine and a low of 38 tonight.
Yeah, it's cold. Hopefully it's going to warm up.
I wish I could get out. I wished I could get out and enjoy the sunshine, but unfortunately,
the weather has different ideas.
Yeah.
Hello to Kenneth Bird. Thanks for coming in, Kenneth.
Hello, Kenneth Bird.
So Sean says it's presently 19°C here in Melbourne with 73% humidity. That's warm for them. Let me see if I can. Hey Siri, what is 19 Celsius in Fahrenheit?
19 degrees Celsius is 66.2 degrees Fahrenheit.
So that's warm. It's nighttime there, so I'm sure today was pretty hot for them. They are in summer. They are down under, so it's nice.
When we go into our summer, then they'll be going into their winter.
Oh wow! So Radio Jonesy says it's 37 degrees Celsius right now at 8:25 p.m. So what's that? Chet says, I bet Jimmy can guess my weather. Yeah, Chet, I think it's going to be the same as my weather. Yeah, it's fantastic. I'm moving closer to you, Chet. Eventually, at some point, we'll probably be here for good. So, but now's not the time, not yet. I still got a few more working days in me, but yeah, hot 6:25 a.m. says Jonesy. It is hot. Yeah, that's hot there, man.
Y'all don't get much snow in Florida, do you?
In Florida, you said, Kenny?
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't. They rarely get snow. Chet and I were talking about it last night. He said he can remember the temperatures at one point, sometime in the past, got down to 18 degrees, and they did have a little bit of snow. I mean, it gets cold here, but it rarely gets that cold. I was telling my dad and I were sitting on the porch in the evening, and it was 50, 55 degrees, and to them it's cold. You know, to us northern New Englanders with thick leather skin, that's warm. That's kind of a heat wave for us, you know, for this time of year. But it's cold to folks that are used to the warm weather all the time. So I can understand that. But Shirley, I love that. Melt the drawers off of SpongeBob. That's going to be another tagline for us, Kenny. Just like your tongue slap in your brain. It's so hot it'll melt the drawers off of SpongeBob. Chet says no snow skiing here, Kenny. Yeah, and there's no hills here either. What are you? Are you like 17 feet above sea level or something? It's not very high. You know, in New Hampshire, we have Mount Washington, which is almost 7,000 feet. Good
morning, Brian Well.
Hey, Brian. Let's see. Can I get that? Oh, guys, I have a 5:30 wake up tomorrow off to bed. Sean, I appreciate you, my friend. Thanks for joining us.
Good night, Sean.
If you guys can go over and check out the Helping Hands for Cruising replay from this morning or from last night, depending on where you are in the world, go over. And if you have not subscribed to the HH4C channel, you need to go over and subscribe, because once they reach their 1,000 and get their watch hours, they'll pretty much be self-sustainable too. So they have over $5,000 in the kitty right now, and that's enough, I think, to send maybe 3 people. I could be wrong, 2.5 people maybe, but yeah, go over if you haven't subscribed to the Helping Hands for Cruising channel yet. I would appreciate it if you did. So there you go. All right. So thank you, Sean, again. Say hi to Ilana for us and have a good sleep. John is here. Good morning, John. John says we had a huge snowstorm.
John Gaylor.
Huge snowstorm night by last night, the snow was mostly gone. Oh, wow. Yeah, the temps are warming up. Our spring is on the way up north, but we're still getting some nasty weather. Still getting some nasty weather up there. It's New England. That's the saying that we have up there is, if you don't like the weather, wait a minute. Okay, so what do we got next, Kenny? Oh, I know. Let me see if I can do this. Bear with me, folks. Bear with me. Let's see. Here it is, right here.
This Week in History.
Alrighty. As always, This Week in History is brought to you by Revive Furniture and Home Decor. You can check them out at revivefurnitureandhomedecor.com. You can go to their Shopify store and check out their Facebook page. All right, so what's happening on this day, March 12th? I got my phone in the camera view there. On this day, March 12th, we're going to turn the hands of the Wayback Machine all the way back. All the way back to the year 1613. André Le Notare, one of the greatest French landscape architects, whose masterpiece is the Garden of Versailles, was born in Paris. In 1804, Samuel Chase became the first and, so far, only U.S. Supreme Court justice to be impeached. Wow. That was in 1804. Country wasn't even established much at that point. In 1831, American manufacturer Clement Studebaker, founder of the Studebaker Automobile Company, was born in Pinetown, Pennsylvania. On this day in 1849, the Sikh army surrendered to the British at the end of the Second Sikh War, conceding to the annexation of the Punjab in northwestern India. On this day in 1912, Juliette Gordon Low formed the first troop of the American Girl Guides, later Girl Scouts in Savannah, Georgia. In 1922, American novelist and poet Jack Kerouac, who was a leader of the Beat movement. Sorry, that was my Beat movement impersonation. Perhaps best known for On the Road, which was a book, was born. Jack Kerouac. Happy birthday to him. On this day in 1930, Mahatma Gandhi, leader of the Indian National Movement, began the Salt March, a nonviolent protest against British rule that brought him international attention. In the year 1933, U.S. President Franklin D. Roosevelt gave his first fireside chat. The radio addresses became a source of hope and security for Americans during the Great Depression and World War II. On this date in 1940, Finland agreed to Soviet peace terms, including the secession of Western Karelia and the construction of a Soviet naval base on the Hanko Peninsula to end the Russo-Finnish War. In 1947, American businessman and politician Mittens Romney, a Republican who served as governor of Massachusetts from 2002 to 2006, was born. Mittens. Happy birthday, Mittens. In 1948, American singer, songwriter, and guitarist James Taylor was born. Happy birthday to James Taylor, one of my favorite singer-songwriters of all time. In 1993, American lawyer and public official Janet Reno was sworn in as U.S. Attorney General, becoming the first woman to hold the office. In 1999, Poland, Hungary, and the Czech Republic became members of the North Atlantic Treaty Organization, better known as NATO, shortly before the group's 50th anniversary. Moving on. In 2003, the World Health Organization, wow, I got to get off my soapbox for sure, but the WHO issued a worldwide health alert, one of the first in a decade, regarding an illness it later called severe acute respiratory syndrome, SARS, that struck hundreds of people in China, Hong Kong, and Vietnam. I promise I won't get on my soapbox. We're moving on. In 2009, American hedge fund investment manager Bernie Madoff pled guilty to various crimes related to his operation of a Ponzi scheme that was one of the largest in the world. He was sentenced to 150 years in jail. And I don't think he made it a couple of years. I think he died in jail. And then in the year 2015, American architect and principal figures in the postmodernist movement died at the age of 80. Some notable birthdays, we mentioned Jack Kerouac. Also in 1942, Ratko Mladic, Bosnian Serb military leader, was born. In 1946, Liza Minnelli, American actress and singer, was born. We mentioned Mittens. On this day, J.A. Delano, American nurse and educator, was born. We love our nurses. She was born on this date in 1862, and she passed in 1919 at the age of 59. Too young for that. In the featured event today, in 1947, the Truman Doctrine pronounced. On this day in 1947, U.S. President Harry S. Truman articulated what became appropriate when he asked Congress to appropriate aid for Greece and Turkey, both of which were facing communist threat. I keep repeating some of these because I noticed that the internet goes out a little bit. So there you go. That's what's happening today. In
This Week in History.
Okay. So there we go. Kenny's off camera right now, so he must be getting coffee, or maybe nature called again. But don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and if you're so inclined, you can donate to either Kenny's channel or mine by giving us a super chat or going. I try not to ask for money, but it does help us, and it helps us continue to bring you the valued content that I know that you all enjoy. So, how are you this morning? See, I have even have a Cup of Joe cup on location. This one just happens to be my mom's. She's letting me use it while I'm here. All right. So what else is happening today? Let's see. Today, here in sunny Florida with the 80-degree weather, I'm not sure what we're going to do. Not sure what we have planned, but we're going to do something fun and interesting. Yesterday, we went to a candy and jelly factory called Davidson's of Dundee, and I took some video of that. So we'll put out a review on that. I think we bought some of the candy. Colleen, did we buy some of the candy?
I did.
Okay.
I bought some for Nicholas as a gift.
Okay, so we'll do a taste review later. I may have filmed a taste review. Anyway, we had samples and that. It was very good. It's kind of cool. So, Florida, they have a lot of citrus here, growing oranges and grapefruit, limes and lemons and that. And the candy are like jelly candies that are fresh flavors of the fruit and that. They also have blueberry candied blueberries, so it's like covered like a chocolate covered blueberry. All kinds of other candies and jellies. They make marmalades and jellies, and just so good. It was good stuff. Colleen, Chet says hi.
Hi, Chet.
Colleen says hi, Chet. Billy from Bamanola is here. Good morning, Billy. It's good to see you. Denise sent me a private message before we started. She was she's at work, and she got to see the SpaceX rocket coming back from the ISS. Apparently it landed in the Gulf, so I wish I was awake for that. John says, it sounded like she bought candy, but you didn't. Yeah, I was busy filming. She did all the purchasing. But my dad and I were walking around videotaping and watching the ladies in the factory make the candy while our ladies did the shopping. So, but that was a lot of fun. So I'm going to try to find us another adventure today, something that we can film. But there's some other things that we may go see, some interesting things. And I need to buy a ball cap. You can see my bald head. I should call it a bald cap instead of a ball cap. A baseball hat, a regular hat. Because my big chrome dome was out in the sun yesterday, Kenny, and it's going to be 80 today. So I need to cover this. Thing. I got that fair New England skin. I'm not used to all this sun.
You're gonna have a you talk about a red hot bald head.
Yep.
With-
Yep.
with
We'll
a
call it.
blue-
I'm going to call it a bald cap to cover my bald.
Yeah. Have a good one, Radio Jonesy.
Haven't. Jonesy, thank you. If you guys haven't checked out Radio Jonesy on tour, I think you should. The guy's awesome. He's a rock and roll guy. He's a music lover. He's a disc jockey. He's a music promoter, and that great guy, fun guy. He's got a great channel, and he's in
Tasmania.
And we're back. It keeps popping in and out. Colleen got up, so she's on her phone. I think we're losing some bandwidth. Denise says, "Oh, you're bald? That's not what I thought I heard." Oh, I'm bald, kid. Anyway, number one souvenir from Florida is a sunburn, Chet says. I would agree with that. I don't want to take one of those home. I need to cover this chrome dome that I have. But John's saying good morning to Denise.
I saw where Bama Noah Adventures has come in.
Yep, Billy is here. When you were off camera, I had said hi to him.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone else.
Yeah, Mother
came.
Nature was calling again, so that's why.
Like I said, when she calls, you got to pick up. You have to answer. No, you're going to be in trouble.
Yeah.
Denise says, you know what I've been looking at all night. I can imagine. Billy says, my daughter made her first video with my GoPro. She wanted me to post it. She said I didn't. Right on. What did she, what was the subject of the video, Billy? You mean she didn't videotape her dad working? Mowing? I don't know. Yeah, interesting though. I'd like to see it. Okay. So again, I can't produce name that notable. We don't have any games to play, but Kenny, you went to see your dad. Why don't you give us a dad update?
Well, I myself and Dad himself has been a little concerned about his blood pressure because when the nurse checked it yesterday, it was, I believe, it was either 155 or 165 over 80, I believe. I could be wrong, but I thought that was a little high, but according to the nurse that checked it, she said that was good. And I'm like, okay. And of course, again, like I've said before, different nurses have different opinions about it. So not everybody is on the same page.
Wait for the signal. I'm waiting for the signal to return. Yeah, so 165 it's a little high. I think it's something they need to keep an eye on, but yeah, so Denise is asking a good question. What was that before he got his meds?
I don't even think he's even on blood pressure meds, to be honest with you.
Yeah, so she says it's high, but not unreasonable. And that's what I guess I was pointing at too. It's high, but, and like I had said to you when we were off camera, it's probably something there, or it's definitely something they'll keep an eye on and if they haven't tried to manage it with medication yet, they will. I take high blood pressure medication. My blood pressure was high, and I take a pill daily, and it keeps my blood pressure in check. So it's something that they definitely can they can manage, and just keep us in the loop, Kenny. Let us know how he's doing.
And another thing, his
Bye, Sharon. Thank you.
Hi, Sharon. Another thing, his sugars have been like off the chart. Like they've been like high too. And see, he has one nurse tell him that's good, one nurse tell him it's not good, because they'll be running anywhere between 300, and I'm like, what to believe, you know?
A blood sugar of 200 is pretty high.
Yeah.
But again, hopefully they can manage that with medication. He's in a good place, Kenny. That's where he's at. At least they're going to monitor him all the time.
The thing about it is that they're all the time changing his meds around. But the thing is, they don't never tell him or let him know these things on when they're going to do it, or they just randomly do it, and it gets him all confused.
Yeah, I can understand that.
And when
I think sometimes they get so wrapped up with what they're doing and thinking about, and they don't convey all that information to the patient, which they need to convey that to the patient. You know, if they've either up the dose or lower a dose of a medication, they need to let them know so he's informed.
He's literally told me, he literally said yesterday, he said he has no idea what he's taking, what he's not taking, anything. I mean, that he just takes whatever they give him. When the nurse brings the pills, whatever it is.
So, you know, they're giving him medication that I'm sure that they're trying to prescribe things that are going to keep everything on an even keel. His blood sugar, his blood pressure, you know, his electrolytes and all of that. So, yeah, you know, I'm sure they're trying.
And of course, he's still having to take the protein. They give him some type of protein drink that's supposed to help build his proteins up, because supposedly his protein levels is way too low. He's not getting any protein for some odd reason.
Yeah, that's odd. I'm sure they're trying to figure it out. You know, the medical field is not an exact science, Kenny. It's not. And they learn new things every day. Sometimes the doctors, you've heard the term throwing things at the wall to see what stick. Have you heard that before?
No, I hadn't heard that saying before.
So that saying is, you know, it basically means that they're kind of trying certain things. Like, I'll give you an example. My dad has cancer. He has CLL. And, you know, instead of, you know, doing traditional chemo and all of that stuff, they've been giving him some medication that's brand new. I don't want to say it's experimental, but it kind of is in a way. It's a new medication that they're trying to see if it'll stick to the wall. And what that means is to see if it works.
Yeah.
His cell counts in that are in the right place. So that's kind of the meaning of the term throwing things at the wall to see what sticks. So they're trying out things to see what works for them. So.
And of course, the last blood count that he had, his potassium was really high. It was like it jumped over. It jumped from like 4.1 to 5.7, like it was like overnight type thing.
I see.
And
Good morning, Mona.
not sure what caused that either. So
Yeah, I mean, I know emergency medicine. That's about as far as I go. As far as diagnosing and that's way outside of my scope. But I did want to say good morning to Mona. Mona, you're here live. Good morning to you.
good morning, Mona. Did what?
She usually catches us on the replay, Kenny, because we're up doing this early. But if you haven't checked out Mona's channel, Mona did what? She goes live. How often do you go live, Mona? She has a panel of friends and they do sewing and all kinds of stuff. It's interesting. I'll go in there and I'll just lurk sometimes and watch all the ladies there. They're cute group of ladies, so pretty cool. So welcome in, Mona. Thank you. Shirley says all medication has a natural substitution, and a lot of medications are derived from natural stuff anyway, plants and tree barks, and aspirin comes from tree bark. Did you know that, Kenny?
I didn't know that one.
Yep, aspirin is made from tree bark, believe it or not. Acetylsilic acid. Let's see. Derpy Playground is here. Good morning and happy Tuesday to you, my friend. Thanks for coming in.
Good morning, Derpy Playground.
So Mona says she does Fridays only. So this Friday, go over and check her out. Yeah, it's made from tree bark. I forget the tree. If Denise is here and she's in the chat, she may be able to tell us which tree it is. I forget. Or you can ask Uncle Google, but that's certainly true. In fact, I think it was a guy named Bayer, like Bayer aspirin. He's the guy that discovered it. So a German lad. So there you have it. Oh gosh, look at the time, Kenny. Where does the time go? Even with the wonky internet and without doing notable. Yes, Denise, aspirin. Do you remember what tree bark that comes from? Well, and don't have to apologize. We know you're working, so I didn't want to bother you while you're working. Your patients are way more important than we are. But I was just curious. I didn't know if you knew which tree bark that came from. Willow bark. There you go. Thank you. I knew you would know. So from the willow tree, Kenny, they make acetylsilic acid, which is aspirin, comes from it's derived from the willow bark.
I had no idea.
Yeah. So a lot of medications that we take come from plants, which is a good thing, I think. Sometimes it's synthetic too, and that can be, I don't know, can be good or bad, I think. But again, it's not an exact science, medicine. They just don't know sometimes, and that's why we love our nurses, because they're there all the time. They're beside the patients for most of the day, and they have a better rapport with their patients. Denise says many meds are from plants. Yep, which is 100% correct. Especially in South America and in the Amazon, there's a lot of plants down there that's the only place on the planet. And they're discovering new medicines all the time. That's why it's important to save the rainforest down there and keep those jungles intact, because our very lives and the life of the planet depend on that. So yeah, there you go. Exactly. You can get toxic doses with unregulated sources, which you don't want to play chemist on your own. But so there you go. All right. So the internet's really wonky here. So I think we're going to call it a morning. What do you think, Kenny? Should we get out of here?
Yeah, before you literally lose the whole stream.
Right? I don't. So here's the thing. Tomorrow I'm not going to go live tomorrow, so we're going to skip tomorrow. Maybe
Okay.
sometime tomorrow. Tomorrow's a travel day for us, so maybe once we get settled over on the Gulf Coast, maybe we'll come up in the afternoon. You'll be the first to know, Kenny. I'll definitely let you know.
Okay.
And then we'll be on location from the Gulf Coast next time you see us. So Thursday, Friday, we'll see what I can do. I don't think they're going to be mornings just because we're going to be busy over there, but I do want to do at least one live stream from the beach. So maybe I'll get up early. And once the sun comes up, I'm looking out the window. It's almost 7 o'clock and it's still dark here. So maybe we'll, after Kurt and Marcia and Chet and everybody or whoever's going live that day, we'll come in after them. So I appreciate everybody coming in. I appreciate you as always, Kenny.
Likewise.
What do we? Yep. So don't forget PMA, positive mental attitude, will definitely save your day. When I tell you I'm living proof, believe me, I'm living proof that it works. Make sure that you stay positive every day, and it'll overtake any negative energy that's around your life. It'll push it right. It's important. Positive is the way to go. I'm going to wait for it to catch up. Is that better?
Because as you were saying that, it was sounding robotic.
Yeah. All right, you regulars in the chat know what we're saying. So thank our first responders, thank our veterans, salute your flag, never take your freedoms and your liberties for granted, and make a difference in somebody's day. Kenny, what do we say?
Good Lord willing, and the creek don't rise. We'll see you all on the next one.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Everybody have a good day, and we'll inform everybody to let you know when we're going to be live again. We'll definitely do it from a couple more from Florida, but it won't be at 6 a.m. So hope you have a good day. God bless all of us. God bless America, and God bless you, Kenny. And my prayers and thoughts go out to you and your dad every day. And for those of you in the chat that are having a rough time right now, our thoughts and prayers go out to you guys as well. So we appreciate you all. I guess that's going to do it for us. I want to wish everybody peace and love from deep down in my heart. My name is Jimmy, the Astute Tourist, and that guy over there is...
I am Ford Man Kenneth Oaks. Bye, guys.
Bye, guys. Love you all. We'll see you later, I think.
And there went the...